Hi, I'm Kevin Rutherford. Welcome to RG's Talent Tips. Today I'm going to show you how to keep your work and your life in balance. Do you feel pulled in a million different directions? I think that we all feel that way. We're torn between wanting more and being satisfied with what we have, between choosing a fast-track career and having a normal family and social life, between eating another piece of chocolate cake and thinking about how we'll look in a bathing suit. Because you see, finding balance in life is a very noble pursuit, but it can be elusive and hard to achieve. So let's jump right in. Because we're all unique, it's important to define what balance means to you and how you plan to achieve it. That process begins by establishing goals and determining priorities. Now, there are many areas of our life that require careful balance. What I'd like you to do is to take a few minutes to think about how you balance some of those work-life issues yourself. So let's take a look here. So what you see is on one side versus the other. We make choices every day about how we're going to act and what we're going to do. So here's a couple of examples. Making time to think versus completing a task. Doing what you want versus doing what is expected of you. Pushing yourself to achieve more versus stopping to smell the roses. Or lastly, following your heart versus listening to your head. Now, obviously, these are just a few of many choices that you have to make every day. So, with so many competing interests and decisions that you need to make on really which path to choose, you may be asking yourself, how can I really keep my life in balance? Well, here's some ideas to think about for doing just that. First thing you want to think about is this. Remain focused and disciplined. Because do you feel overwhelmed at times? If so, that may be because you value quantity over quality. Priorities serve as guideposts to keep you on track. Your goal shouldn't be checking items off of a to-do list, but rather doing things that matter. And frankly, this is a lesson that I wish I had learned earlier in my career. Invest your time wisely because resources are finite. How you spend your time each day is the most important decision you make every day. When you overcommit your time or you spread your resources too thin, you fail to dedicate the attention that your priorities really deserve. Also here, learn to set boundaries because the goal shouldn't always be adding, but also think about subtracting from your daily task. While any single request may seem reasonable, added together, they'll divert your attention from your priorities. We might also want to think about learning to say no more often, because that's really when problems arise, when you're trying to find a balance between what people need from you and what you need from yourself. My suggestion, just say no to those non-priority items. Also, we want to invest in relationships because studies show that relationships are a key source of happiness. Being a good spouse, a parent, friend, or even leader doesn't happen by chance. It requires an investment from you. And I also love this one too because I think if you just make time for nothing, being busy doesn't always mean being productive. Set aside time to relax and think. It'll give you time to smell the roses and really learn from each experience. I think it's important to enjoy the journey as well as the destination. And then finally, I think that we need to live life with a purpose because happiness isn't the result of accumulating things. It's about living life with a purpose. The goal is to really strike that right balance. Many of us take each day as it comes and then really seem surprised to find out where life has taken us. When we've risen to the top, but regret we've lost during the journey. We've accumulated fancy possessions, but learned that money can't buy the best riches in life. It's as if we followed a prepared script rather than consciously choosing the right path for us. Remember, you're in control of your decisions every day. And in the end, happiness is not a matter of intensity, but of balance. It's about thinking and doing, desiring more and being satisfied with what you have, doing what you want and what is expected of you. Now, while this may sound simple, I can tell you it's not easy, and it's not going to happen by itself. So determine what works best for you and be conscious of the choices that you make every day. As the saying goes, the key to keeping your balance is knowing when you've lost it. Your happiness lies in the balance. I hope you've enjoyed this video and learned something that you can apply right away. If you did and want more, please subscribe to our channel below and check out our website for even more content, handouts, and free tools that'll take you from where you are to where you want to be. Until next time.